Okay. Welcome to my, well, it's not really my first video. It will be up first. So my name is Bill, and I'm learning not to be fat. And I think people are getting real sick and tired of me constantly talking about fitness and what I'm eating and how far I'm running and all this shit. So I figured I'm gonna put it up here. Anyway, if it's useful to anybody, it's useful to somebody. You know, kind of noticed it the other day when I was going on about something I did, and yeah, buddy wasn't listening. So I think I talk a little too much about my newfound success. So I was, about a year ago, I was 260 pounds. I am now around 200, which is very exciting for me. And I've done it all mostly through running and just eating better on a daily basis, except for yesterday. And I feel like crap. I ran like crap this morning because I drank last night, and I ate like crap. So you put crap in, you get crap out. That's how it works. This morning was a bad run. My stomach hurts. It's just not fun. But I did 3 miles this morning. I got up at 4 a.m. I have to leave for work. I'm leaving a little early. It's 5:22 because I wanted to do a decent video before I go into work. So I got to get up early to do runs in the morning. I only do that Mondays and Tuesdays, and then I take Wednesdays and Thursdays off from running. I still do my upper body workouts, all that. I don't go to any gyms. Everything's done from my house or from the fitness equipment down at the park, old school stuff. I enjoy those. Plus I have to run there, do that workout, and then run back. So for me, it's just two birds, one stone type of thing. But yeah, and then Fridays I do a long run, which is something I'm getting better at. I've gone up to 9 miles non-stop, and that was about a 10-minute mile pace. And that's another thing. I watch all these runners and stuff out here on YouTube, and they're all doing 7.5 minute mile paces, and I just feel like an absolute chump watching these guys. So I'm just a normal dude. I'm still overweight. I still have a stomach. I still have a fatty chest. It's getting a lot better. It feels good. But I'm gonna put you on pause real quick, and I'm gonna run and get a Red Bull because I feel like a Red Bull because I slept like shit last night. Right back. Alright, I'm back. Got my Red Bull. That's good. Now, I don't know anything about fitness. I don't know anything about healthy food. I don't know nothing. All I know is what worked for me, what I've been doing, and what my plans are in the future. Since I was a little kid, I've always been the chubby kid, always. Was never skinny. I even look, I used to think I wasn't that fat, and then I'd look back and I'd see pictures, my little sister puts up on Facebook or something. And I look at me at 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, and pretty disappointed. And I was an active kid. I played soccer when I was younger. When I got older, I played football. And I wasn't, like lineman fat, but I was tight end, so I had it. And then when I went through, early high school, I wasn't too bad. I was pretty fit, but still pretty fat. So this is all new for me. My wife is doing it. She's actually the one who got me into this. She started last year, about a year ago right now ish, and I was just doing this same old, and she was in about a month, and she started seeing some really good results, and it gave me the want to get up and do something. So I did, and one thing, we both work full time. I have a 7-year-old kid who's a handful most of the damn time, but he's 7, he can take care of himself for the most part. And we'd always say, oh, we don't have the time for this, we don't have the time, we're too busy, we're this, we're that. And then my son started Pee Wee football last year, and next thing I know, 5 nights a week or 4 nights a week, I'm carving out 2 hours to go to practice, which made me realize how much time I actually have, right? That's 2 hours that I peeled out of nowhere, that I didn't have the time to work out or get off my ass in any way. Because I'd get home and I'd plop my ass on the couch and watch TV, have a bag of chips or whatever. It was just, I was on the path to diabetes. I still might be, I don't know. Maybe it's not reversible at this point. I hope, it is. Diabetes runs in my family, and I'd rather not have it. So that helped us realize how much time we have. And because we were at football practice from 6 to 8 at night, 4 or 5 nights a week, we started meal prepping on Sundays. That way, as soon as we got home, we'd get my son fed, let him stay up a little bit later during the summer, and then get him off to bed, and then we're off to bed. Because I leave for work at 5:30 minimum every morning, 4 days a week, and it all just came into focus for us on how much time we actually have and how much time you can set aside for whatever. So when I started working out, I would get home from work, I'd leave work at 4 o'clock, and I'd get straight home and I'd bust out my run, or back then it was mostly walking with short bursts of running, or jogging, whatever it was at the time. And I think there was a cop coming behind me, but it's not. I need to get a holder for my phone. But how much time we actually had. So I would get home, bust out my workout. My wife would be doing hers. We'd finish up, just in time, get the football gear for the kid, get his water, all that, get in the car and get down to practice. And we got so efficient at that, we were showing up to practice early, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Where's all this time coming from? So if you forgot to do road construction on the bridge up here by my work, and the freeway is closed. Hope I can go the way I need to go. I might have to go straight. It's just going to give us more time for the video. So if you don't have the time, and you keep telling yourself you don't have the time, you do. The time's there. You just gotta maximize every hour of every day. Gotta maximize. Oh my gosh, this bridge is completely gone. I'm turning around. I don't know if you can see it. There used to be a bridge right there, which means getting in and out of my shop is gonna be interesting over the next months. But the time's there. You just got to get up and do it. If you need some inspiration, you got to find it somewhere. Find it in someone, something. For me, I found it in my wife and kid. I'd been watching, I've been listening to Joe Rogan forever, and I ended up following David Goggins and Cameron Haynes and Jocko Willink and all these people that are just crazy. People that get up at 2:45 in the morning and run for miles, and it's to me it's still it's crazy, but I never really thought I could get to where I'm at right now. get to where I feel good. I feel like I look good, you know, and I enjoy working out. I enjoy running. Running has just become my thing. I really like it, and I like being able to push myself as far as my legs can go. It's, you know, when I first started this, everyone's like, "Oh, cool, are you ever gonna, you know, do a race?" And I'm like, "Oh, maybe I'll do a 5K, or, you know, that's about it. Maybe a 10K max." And now I'm working on the half marathon. I finished the 5K. I finished the 10K. Trying to do the half marathon, and then eventually I'm going to move to a marathon. You know, the times there, we have the ability to do it. You just got to do it. I'm going to pause this again because I got to open the gate and let myself in. Back. So, again, I know nothing. Hopefully I can reach some people that are close to the same boat I'm in, or are starting out, and don't want to watch these people that, you know, are bodybuilders and marathon runners and all this. Watch them, because if that's where you want to be and what you want to do, they're the ones you want to follow for sure. And you want to learn how they do things and how you can up your times or whatever the heck you're going for. You know, me though, I'm, you know, my fastest pace is an 8.5 minute mile. So I'm not fast. I'm trying to be, but I'm not there yet. You know, and I watch all these guys, and a slow run for them is a 7.5 minute mile. To me, it's insane. I can't even fathom it. I cannot. My fastest mile is 8 minutes and 10 seconds. I cannot, no matter what I do, new shoes, I cannot get below an 8 minute mile, which is 7.5 miles per hour. I can't do it yet. So for now, I'm just working on mostly my stamina and how far I can go. You know, 3 weeks ago, I got up on a Friday morning. I had a pre-workout, which is insane. I've never tried those before. I like it. I enjoyed it. It was crawling out of my skin. And I went out and I ran 9.3 miles. I was going for 10, but I didn't make the 10. And I didn't want to hurt myself. You know, everyone just do one more, or, you know, never stop when you're done, not when you're tired. But at this point, I was done. My knees were hurting. I had done this hill climbing workout my wife does with these sliders on the floor the night before, and I shouldn't have done that because I messed up my knees. And excuse me. It really screwed up the run. But at that run, so I was at a 10-minute mile pace, and that's where I stayed. And it was real nice. My heart rate stayed for the most part in the aerobic zone, which is good for the fat loss, and it's just good for training. It's they call it an easy run. Now my 5Ks, I'm pushing it harder. You know, I try to go for an under 9 minute per mile pace for when I do my 3 miles. This morning I did 3 miles. I don't even remember what it came out to. I wasn't paying attention. This morning was really weird. I was on edge. I didn't sleep well. It was very dark, and you know, last week when I started the 4 a.m. runs, I had a full moon, and it was really bright out, and I could see everything. But this morning, for some reason, everything was freaking me out. I'd see something in a bush. I don't know. It was weird. I was acting like a pussy this morning, so I wasn't paying attention to what I was even doing. I was just trying to get through the run. But no matter what you're into, just get up and do it. Figure out what you like. Get up. You know, we're the fattest country in the world now. You know, right now I'm going through, and me and my wife, we're just bored because we stay at home all weekend because of the virus for the most part. You know, we still go out and whatnot, but I'm watching Fear Factor. We're rewatching all of Fear Factor on Hulu, and I look at all the people that come on. Every one of them's fit. Ain't no fat people coming on that show. And I'm thinking to myself right now, I'm like, what if they did this show right now? You know, because I'm still fat, especially compared to looking at these people on the show. Everyone's thin. I'm just thin. And it's bad. We got to stop this. We got to stop the fast food. And it's not that hard to eat healthy. Get some chicken. Cook it up a million different ways. You know, my wife was getting tired of chicken, so we're dumping salsa on it, marinara sauce, whatever you can think of to change the chicken up. And it works. Just keep eating chicken, eat all your vegetables, stay the heck away from carbs, especially at dinner time. If you're gonna eat carbs, you want to do it in the morning and you want to do it at lunch. I try to stay away from them, period. I do eat carbs in the morning. I eat a lot of protein. I don't stop for lunch because it's normally hot out and I work on a truck and I'd rather not take a nap. So I bring my stuff with me. I eat constantly from breakfast all the way to 2 in the afternoon. And then I don't eat anything past 2. So when I get home, I jump right into my workout, whatever I'm doing that night. Whether it's another run or, some strength training. And if I eat too soon before I do any of that, my stomach just gets upset. And I think that's a development from so many years of eating unhealthy. My stomach just can't handle a lot anymore. It's bad. I get acid reflux, which has pretty much gone away for the most part, except for when I do cheat. And then I always tell myself, stop that shit. But, yeah. So, my name's Bill. And this is my journey to get healthy and live a long time and live alongside my son and watch him grow old and have kids, maybe. I don't know if I have kids. Kids don't have kids anymore, That was a weird comment, sorry. So yeah, again, I don't know anything about fitness. I don't know anything about health. I'm just a dummy navigating this section. There's tons of people on YouTube that have all the information. Go get it. And if just a couple people stumble upon my thing, cool. I just want to get this out so I'm not talking about it with the guys at work all the time. Because like I said, I think they're getting fed up with listening about it, and I'm trying to change the things I talk about. Everyone wants to talk about politics right now, and I'm trying to stay away from that as well. Whether you see eye to eye or you oppose each other, you don't want to just sit there and talk about politics all day, because it's just it's gonna upset you, and that's not good for you either. You want to try and be happy. You don't want to live your life angry. But yeah, so I'm gonna start putting up videos every so often. I don't have special cameras. This is all gonna be done off my phone. I'm gonna upload probably straight from my phone. I don't know what that's gonna do to the quality of the video. If the quality is bad, I'll figure something out and I'll start over. I'm not doing this for a new career. I enjoy my job. I work hard every day, and the job I do does burns a lot of calories, so I'm okay with that. It helps climbing up and down signs and my work truck and all this, and it just feels good. You feel accomplished at the end of the day, like you did something. So yeah, this is gonna be the first video. I know it was just kind of a ramble. I'll show some of the things I do once I figure out the best ways to set up my phone and film some of this stuff. Maybe one of these days on one of my runs, I'll have a friend of mine come along and record it. I can see if I can actually talk while I'm running. I don't know if I can actually do it. I've never ran with anybody but myself. Because by the time I was ready to run with people and sign up for races, COVID-19 showed up and everything got shut down. Which, I'm fine with. It is what it is. Eventually things will get back to normal. Hopefully. I hope this isn't the new normal, because that kind of sucks. But I really want to do a race. One day I was out on my path, and I have this 3-mile path that goes around my neighborhood, which has been perfect. But I come across this old boy, and he's just jogging, and I come up to pass him, and I kick it up a little bit, and I get right next to him, and he notices me, and he kicks it up a little bit. And then I'm like, what did I'm trying to pass you? There's a ton of people on the path. And so I kick it up again, and then he kicks it up again. Next thing I know, this is when I hit my fastest mile. Me and this old boy are just sprinting down our first mile. My first mile. I don't know where he came out. I don't know how far he was in. And I did end up, I pushed through, and he fell back, and we separated from that point. But it felt good to run with somebody and have a little competition, and not just be in my own head. So that was cool. So I want to run with people eventually when things come back to normal, but I really don't have any friends that are into cardio in any way. Yeah, most of them just lift, and lifting's fun. I'm fine with it, but I really enjoy running. Gets my head all cleared up and ready for the day. So yeah, I hope this finds somebody. Hope it finds you well. I'll find out different ways. This is gonna be kind of most of my platform right here is me driving to work. It's when I have my most time, but I'll be trying to film workouts and all this other stuff. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be talking, getting stuff off my mind, so I don't irritate the people at work with my constant jibber jabber on my newfound lifestyle. And food, I'll post some of that on what we're eating. My wife makes some amazing food. She made this last night in the slow cooker. It's chicken and corn and black beans and salsa, and just cooks it forever, and the chicken just falls apart, and it's really good. So find the healthy meals, cook the healthy meals, eat the healthy meals, and stay the hell away from fast food. Don't do it. Just eat at home. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and get ready for work. It's 5:46. Y'all have a good day. Be safe.